The father of one of Iron 44's fallen firefighters says a guilty plea is just one small step toward justice.
If these guys can pay the price for what they've done, at least as far as our justice system determines, you know, that's at least a warning to the next.
Good evening and thanks for choosing NBC 5 News at 6. I'm Craig Smolin.
And I'm Natalie Hurd. Our top story tonight, one of Carson Helicopter's former employees will likely testify against his co-defendant at trial. This after pleading guilty to fraud. Fraud prosecutors say led to the deadliest helicopter crash in U.S. firefighting history. For a proud and loving father, 4 years and now one person admitting guilt does very little to ease the pain of losing a son.
You know, the grief's there, it's deep and it's always going to be there. But what can we do about it?
Paul Steele's son David was just 19 back in August 2008. An Ashland High School graduate earning money for college as a wildland firefighter when the Sikorsky helicopter he was in went down in California's Trinity National Forest. He and 8 others died. January, 2 of Carson Helicopter's employees were indicted on 22 federal charges. And Monday, former maintenance operator Levi Phillips pled guilty to 1 count of fraud, saying he and his boss Stephen Metheny submitted contract proposals to the Forest Service, falsifying weight and balance charts, and received $20 million in contracts because of it.
Cut corners and they lie and they cheat to get, you know, to get money. And they don't think about the consequences, you know, people's lives are at risk.
Steele says the helicopter that went down with his son inside was 1,400 pounds overweight. As part of Monday's plea deal, Phillips will testify when Metheny appears in court.
I don't feel good about him saying, yeah, I'm guilty, like there's any honor in that. I think he's just protecting himself.
Steele is now just one of the victims' families asking for better oversight and fair compensation for wildland firefighters. He also questions how much Carson's higher-ups knew about their business transactions in 2008, a business still operating in Pennsylvania.
You know, they killed my son. Their actions were directly involved with that. And I think who would want to do business with a company that, you know, does this kind of thing?
And Carson offered no comment tonight, citing the ongoing court proceedings. Phillips' defense attorney did not return our phone calls. Trial is scheduled for March. Phillips faces up to 20 years in jail and a fine of $250,000.